Hi. Today is National Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day. So happy Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day. You know, it's to say we're isolating ourselves right now. Maybe it'll be a little difficult for us to actually do something good for our neighbor, but it's a good thought to have, isn't it? Now, listen, we've been in isolation for a long time, and there was an ice cream shop up in Cape Cod, and the owner, the proprietor of the shop, after being open for one day, closed it because the people who came out were so verbally abusive to his staff. And he just said, no, these kids don't have to put up with it. He said, I had a very good kid, a very hardworking kid who quit because he was so verbally abused by people who came in to that ice cream shop. You see, folks, we have been isolated for a long time, and we have to understand that it's going to take a little while to get things up and running again and get everything going into full force. But you know, these people just wanted everything back the way it used to be. He wanted everything to be efficient, and he took it out on a minimum wage paid teenager. You know, sometimes people, it's easy to get frustrated at life. It's easy to get frustrated at the things. And because we've been cooped up for so long, we want to take it out on somebody. Why not a teenager? They got to learn sometime, don't they? Well, let me give you a little story about something that happened just this week with Jenna and AJ. They were at home. They said, hey, let's drive at Rochester, Livonia. I don't know which Red Robin they went to, but let's go to Red Robin. And they called their order ahead. And they were supposed to pick up their food at 6:30, but the food wasn't ready. So they went next door to McDonald's and picked up food for the kids while they were, while they were there. And it took about an hour longer than it should have. And the manager came out once. And he said, I'm sorry, they had a special order. They have special needs as far as their diet goes. And so they were kind of messing things up. And Jenna and AJ are kind of used to that. So the manager came out and said, we're running a little slow, and gave them a $20 gift card. And they said, well, you don't have to do that. And they said, well, no, we want to do that because we want to keep our customers happy. Well, they said, thank you. And after a little while, but the people that were sitting on the right of them and the people that were sitting on the left, they were running slow. And they just got angry and they yelled at the manager and they yelled at the wait staff and they yelled at everybody. And then when the manager came out, when they came out with Jenna and AJ's food, they said, it's on the house. It doesn't cost anything. And, they said, no, we'll pay for it. They said, no, it's free. It's free for you. And, Jenna theorizes that maybe they wanted everybody to hear what was being said because they were being so understanding. They were being so kind that the restaurant rewarded them for their kindness. Okay, I said all that to say this. Listen, we're going to be out there and we're going to get frustrated when we get back out there, but it's no excuse for treating people poorly. In Matthew chapter 22, we read, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus saith unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Of these two things, love God, love your neighbor. So do something nice for your neighbor today. God bless.